Hey guys, what's up? This episode is brought to you by Harry's, Harry's.com. You know, Harry's doesn't like the discount because they already have super low prices. But special offer, Harry's is going to give you $5 off your first order with promo code Titus. Go to Harry's, HARRYS.com, and enter promo code Titus to get $5 off your first order. And now, here with the Armageddon update, me! I'm Rachel Bradley, and this is the Armageddon Updizzle. Okay, let me try. I know it's over, but I can do this. I can bring it back, baby. Bring it back. La-fa, la-fa, la, la-fa, la, la-fa, la. Oh, man, it didn't work. I was wrong. Okay, wait. Hang on, guys. I got it. I'm going to bring it back. I probably could stay, baby. It's balmy and tepid outside. Damn it. All right, it's over. It's over. The sweetest, most precious time of the year where we commemorate the birth of the beautiful baby Jesus, he who came to save us all from our sins. We commemorate that by giving each other underpants. It's precious. Really precious. Oddly enough, precious Jesus is also the name of my housekeeper. And now, all I'm left with is nothing but post-Christmas partium depression. The baby has been born, and without the fruitcake and copious amounts of fermented potato-based chemicals coursing through my body, this mama ain't happy. See, to me, Christmas is magical. It's a time when the world is in soft focus, lit by candlelight and twinkling lights and firelight, and in the U.S., gunfire. It's beautiful. It's a time when we think about others, including the homeless, especially the homeless, because who could stomach that stench for 11 more months out of the year? It's a time when we think about the exact, perfect thing that those we love would want, and then we decide we don't love them that much and buy them a candle. Because candles are 3 for 1 at Christmas, and there are always 2 other family members with an unrealistic sense of self and overly optimistic Christmas list who also need a candle. It's a time when family comes together and remember why they don't do that more often. And then they drink too much and they reminisce about what an asshole you've always been, and how your sister stole your dead uncle's love seat. He was on it. And how your brother dated girl after girl whose vaginas had a pH level of 0, which is also the pH of battery acid. Family. Christmas is a time when stress hits Hiroshima level and you eat Xanax like breath mints because you realize Xanax is asshole whiteout. Family. And I miss it. I love Christmas. I don't care. I love it. Because you know what I don't remember? I don't remember when times went perfectly smooth and not many people were around. Here's what I remember. I remember walking off of stage last year in Philly, belly full of codeine cough syrup to keep me from coughing, and the codeine to make me happy. I had the microphone cord wrapped around my foot, which made me faceplant into the green room door, complete with sound effects because the microphone was still on. I remember my mother in all of her glorious chaos on the way to the airport, simultaneously denting my car, chipping her tooth, popping one of her sunglasses out without realizing it, and then not knowing why I started laughing hysterically, which made her cry, and culminated in her throwing her phone at me as I was pulling into LAX so that I got pulled over and detained by the cops. You know what else I remember? I remember my friend Amber, who always drinks like Jesus just performed a miracle. So she decided to leave dinner that night to go try on wedding dresses, because she's also overly optimistic, and I keep trying to teach her that humping the pizza guy's leg doth not a wedding bring. So she tries on a $20,000 dress, and then she tests it like any self-respecting bride would by twerking and rolling around on the floor with her feet in the air until we were asked to leave, and then 5 security and police accosted us because she had put her clothes back on over their clothes, which made us laugh so hard because they really hated us. And then she decided to strip in front of everyone at the store. That, my friends, is life. And I'm sad without Christmas, but I'll be okay because I know Christmas will be back. And I can only pray that all those assholes are here to ruin it for me. One more perfectly precious, screamingly chaotic time again. I'm Rachel Bradley, and this is the Armageddon Update.
Hey everybody, Christopher Titus Podcast. That was Bombshell Rae with the Armageddon Update. And although it was good, there was a lot of words in a row. You said a lot of words. You actually are dense. I don't
You're
mean
dense.
No, I meant your writing is dense.
So I would just like to say that you are starting from a place of negativity.
With me, as always, is Bombshell Rae.
Asshole.
And sitting in the back is Fetus. Hey! That was
pretty good.
That was pretty good. So, yeah, you know what? You know what it is? I think it's a little post-Christmas grumpiness. There was all this joy. Hallmark movies were going through the house like crack, and I think we're to the point now where I didn't think about it, but I am a little grumpy about the season being over. And you know, I'm a little grinchy at times.
A little.
I'm a lot grinchy at times. And were you not happy with your Christmas gifts?
I'm never
Because I will
thrilled.
send them back if you think I'm too grinchy.
Well, that's what a Grinch would say. He would hold your Christmas presents over you on January, whatever. This is like the second week of January, and you're threatening to, this like 3 weeks ago, Christmas ended.
To send
But
them back.
you're still going to hold him over my head.
Yeah.
That's
like
fun.
Some sort of weapon.
This is going to be a blast.
Isn't that what the wise
It's a lot of words. Didn't have a lot of time to edit. I just wrote it right before I came.
I'm just kidding.
I'm also,
Isn't
hey,
that what the wise
everybody
men-
else, please, just be nice about it.
Isn't that what the wise men did to Jesus? They held the presents over his head. Oh, yeah. Poop your pants one more time. No myrrh. You will not be getting any myrrh.
He didn't have pants.
He did not have pants.
He had swaddling clothing.
You quit swaddling in those. Quit swaddling, or the frankincense is going bye-bye, kid. I think that's what
Swaddling
we'll say.
clothing is actually a thunder shirt. You know, you can buy the thunder shirts for dogs.
dogs, yeah.
Technically, it's about the same thing.
I want to be swaddled.
Well, who doesn't? And
Right.
one of our dogs really needs to be swaddled, and so he has a thunder shirt.
Okay, so now the thunder shirt for the dogs is what you got for Christmas, also as a present, and it is built to keep them when lightning goes boom. They in thunder.
What did I get?
What?
What did you say?
That when they got it for Christmas, they got the thunder shirts for Christmas, and it's for
I
thunder.
thought you said I got a dog. I was like, what?
Our dog doesn't use it for thunder. He uses it for a door shutting hard.
Hey, man, it's a hard world. It's a hard world.
Our dog, we have one dog.
He has phobias.
We have one dog that is literally like going to be the president of dogs, and the other dog that is a serial killer waiting to happen.
He is not.
He is definitely, he's the kid in the back of the room that doesn't say nothing.
His
and
middle
then
name
one day,
is Knotts, and it's perfect. Named after Don Knotts. He
true.
is terrified of many things, including now we've had to add to his list of phobias. Our bedroom is actually a thing that he's terrified
the place where
of.
the most love happens, where he snuggles all night and sleeps.
Yeah,
he is now
terrified.
afraid of.
Terrified. If you open the door, he rockets out of it.
He rocket outside like he was molested as an altar boy, and now he's trying to walk back into a church.
I feel sorry for him.
I know.
So it's tough. It's a big world for a little guy.
Or like Jared bought the kid a sandwich years ago, and now he has got to walk into a Subway. That's how he walks into our bedroom.
They also got an iFetch for Christmas.
Idiots. They're both
It was
idiots.
the dumbest present ever.
So we got this thing, guys. It's iFetch. Look it up. It's pretty cool because the commercials is phenomenal. But don't assume that your dog is as smart as the dog that's using the iFetch. Basically, you put it in this machine because here's how lazy and first world we are. We bought a machine that basically throws a ball for our dogs. Wow, I just got what losers we are. That we we just bought a machine to throw the ball.
No. Actually, it's because we're comedians and we
love
like
the
to sit
video.
back and have drinks and watch.
Yeah.
But there's no watching. They just attack the machine and yell at it and don't put
The best they
ball.
can do is drop the ball near the machine.
They have started doing that, and that's kind of good.
And think the machine's going to throw the ball on itself. And one of our dog goes into a foxtrot as the machine starts up. One of our dogs starts dancing.
The Charleston.
The thing goes boop, brrrr, and it speeds up, and the dog's like, yeah, whatever's coming, and he starts dancing. And it's the funniest thing. And when we're having drinks, it is hysterical.
That's why I got it. That's all.
The other dog tries to eat it.
Actually, he's
I
so
didn't realize
stupid that
how
when you
stupid our
drop the
dogs are.
ball in for it to launch the ball out, he snatches the ball out.
Guys, go to online and look at the video of iFetch. It's pretty funny. Some of the dogs are pretty cool doing it. Our dogs are not. We may put a video up of just how dumb our dogs
We could
actually
put
are.
a video up of Chaplin doing the Charleston. That would be pretty funny. If you put it to music, it would be pretty funny.
So Christmas
Fetus,
is,
get on that.
So what's next? Christmas is over now. The stock market dropped a bunch of points because I think everybody was depressed. And where do we go from here? Easter's next, right? No, Valentine's Day. Oh, great, another holiday.
Already.
Another holiday where half the people are happy and half want to kill themselves. It's another holiday. Same. Why are all that he's kind of like that?
I don't know. I mean, half the people. Well, you, Fetus, obviously. I mean, but like, not most. I don't think.
Fetus said to me, he goes, you know what? Living in L.A., he goes, man, if I could just meet a woman who's not an actress, because actresses be cray.
They are.
We have to hire some. We are filming. This. We've started pre-production on Special Unit People. We start filming the second week in February. Woohoo! If you want to be part of the movie, if you donate to the cause on the website, you will be put in the credits.
Not the cause, like the COS.
Yeah, do not donate to the cause because he's got 700 lawyers that are going to make sure that these bitches are kept in their place, and then here, drink this.
Yeah, don't donate to him. Donate to the cause.
The cause of Special Unit. Rewrote the script, and it's going to be killer. It's really funny, and it's finally a good story.
It's really funny. You rewrote it. It's really funny.
And you know what, guys?
See how nice and complimentary I am of you?
You were. You was a good Armageddon update. You did it.
Asshole.
I was proud. Why am I getting called asshole? I don't think Eva Braun ever learned over and went, asshole.
Who?
Hitler's girlfriend. Of course, that would make me Hitler.
Right.
What do you think is a Mein Kampf? Did you read that? Asshole.
And why do you think he was grumpy?
There you go. So you're saying that if Hitler had found a good woman, things wouldn't have gone so sideways?
Eva Braun was not putting out, I would guess.
Oh, so he was a little edgy, little on edge.
Well, stopped up.
Yeah, that's where all the screaming came from.
I have a friend that would have dated Hitler.
Wow. There's a T-shirt.
I have a friend that actually listens to this podcast, so I just am going to start saying something like that.
Do you know what's really weird? That is a good way to put life in perspective, because all of us have a friend that would have dated Hitler.
Yes.
We all can think right now, you know what? Someone has no standards. I have a friend that would have dated Hitler.
He's pretty
Yeah, right?
pretty good in bed,
Exactly.
actually, and that's all I'm really looking for right now,
I don't
Hitler.
care. Yeah, I get to be above him a little bit. He's just a lame painter. He's a little painter. He's a little guy. He's gonna goofy.
Short.
Screams a lot.
Yeah. Screams a lot.
That's interesting. We all have a friend that would have dated Hitler, and that's the friend you don't want. You try to help, and they never take your help.
Yeah, they will eventually.
Eventually after Hitler puts him in a camp. After the Hitler they're dating puts him in a camp.
You just get a phone call.
A metaphorical camp.
Hey, I was wrong.
Listen, he said get in the boxcar, and he said we're going for a ride. That's all I remember.
And I love to go for a ride.
And then the last thing he said was the showers are over there. So I need someone to pick me up. Can you Uber? You will Uber! I don't know how we get talking about
Every
this
time
a
I
lot.
laugh, my chair goes squeak, squeak, squeak.
Squeak. What do you miss most about Christmas already, now that it's gone?
I think everybody, it's what I said. It's just beautiful and everything's like twinkling lights and people are just a little bit more nice unless you go to the Sherman Oaks Mall and then they're kind of mean and aggressive. But, it's like people are focused more on spending time together. Like your friends want to go out to dinner and, your family comes and I don't know. It's just like there's community. And maybe it's the community of it.
I like things that are sparkly.
They're sparkly.
You're driving around and people lights up and sparkly. And sure, we're burning coal for those power plants and we're putting crap into the ozone and killing off the Chinese, but I still think it's a special season.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, we won't live to see that problem, so whatever, right?
It looks like half the Chinese that were like they won't either, man. Wow. Did you see the pollution in China? It's crazy.
I have seen it.
It looks like Thule fog in the Central Valley in California in the middle of winter.
Is Thule a place?
No, Tulare is a place.
Oh, but you say Thule because that's like the hip way of talking about.
No, Thule fog is those little plants in the marshes.
I'm sorry. Come again?
Yes.
What?
The Thules.
They're called Thules or they're called Thule fogs?
I don't even know what the word means. No, Thule fog is from the marshes.
Get off
Thule
your
fog.
phone first of all.
Yeah, you're supposed to be doing the podcast, man. What are you doing?
And get on the Thule fog and see if
we
it's
need
a real thing.
Definition. Yeah.
He's texting.
I
He's
know.
behind
Put
us
your phone
texting.
down during the podcast. He's going to be great working on the movie.
Great.
And actually, okay, cut that. Fetus, get off your phone!
He's not texting. It's a lot of swiping happening on
Swiping
his screen.
left or right? Which is the way you write? Do you swipe right or left?
Fetus.
I don't swipe. I don't have Tinder.
You don't have Tinder. Is that what
But
you're
you
saying?
had
now?
it at one point because you knew what I meant. I didn't say Tinder. I just said, do you swipe right or left?
What dating
went right
sites are
into
you
it.
on now?
OkCupid. That's it.
OkCupid. That's the only one.
No, what's OkCupid?
Just like a dating website.
It's a dating
You're not
website.
No, I'm not on Farmers Only.
FarmersOnly.com?
Oh my gosh, how perfect would
Right,
that
with
be?
with
At farmersonly.com.
With his little beard, he could be on AmishOnly.com.
City girls are stupid.
Yeah.
You can have a girl.
City girls never get it. Yeah, you know why? Because you're raping an animal.
Never.
That's
Any of
why.
these jokes before, ever.
And none of us really ever get it.
You.
Eating fruit, guys.
By
What?
the way, maybe that's your thing. Let's be honest. We have said lumberjack in the past.
Your
I
last
come
name
from
is
the land of
Farmer.
Jacks. It's-
You come from but however, when you're
He's a
in Los
Metro Jack.
Angeles, people would probably say farmer first because we don't really know lumberjacks here. So farmer, and maybe you could find a girl with an equal amount of facial hair on farmersonly.com.
You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com.
See? Look at
City
that.
girls don't get it.
Please do that 3 more times. Just 3 more times in this podcast. Like, think about that. Like, we are doing this.
What
We
are
are
they-
putting you on
It is such a weird.
farmersonly.com.
Okay, we have to say something now. It is such a weird, like, subsection of the pieing off the relationship chart to call a website Farmers Only. What is it for real? How many farmers? It's not the 30s. I mean, is it 20? How many?
They want to marry someone else who has a tractor and a farm.
Yeah, but is that a requirement on farmersonly.com to have a tractor?
But don't you think it's such a weird slice of the specific pie that you know?
Some farmers only want farmers.
Yeah, well, some Muslims.
Okay,
only
explain
want
that to me, though. This is what it does not ring true. So the woman is a farmer too, meaning that the men will only accept women that also farm, that they actually are out
Yeah.
plowing and tilling and planting.
Some people, because farming in the Midwest is such a big thing, they want to marry someone who
Gets it.
Gets it, yeah.
Because city girls don't get it.
Go.
You don't have to be lonely.
At farmersonly.com.
I hate
Thule Fog's a real thing. He pulled it up. Aha! I'm not an idiot.
Oh, it's a California Central Valley thing.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Whatever.
I even said
I
that
know,
in
but
the
I don't
thing.
listen.
You hate when I'm right.
Don't.
More than anything, if I'm accurate. I don't have to be right. I just have to be accurate. I just have to have stated a fact. And then you're mad that I've stated a fact. Oh, right, whatever. Oh, wow, he's not totally retarded.
Here's the great thing about you is you're not ever confident with your facts. You start to look uncomfortable, a little sweaty and a little jittery, and you go, okay, we'll look it up. It's fine. But you don't really know.
I do know. This is Central Valley.
You do not.
City girls don't get it.
We are signing him up for Farmers Only. Oh, yes,
No,
we
if we
will.
could just call, because then we could get some
Let's just
responses
see
and
what
read them.
happens.
We could read them on the air. That would be great.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
That means we'll lead on some poor little farm lady.
Oh, so you're assuming that you're going to get a lot of
You know,
response.
it's-
Maybe no, I don't
Here's
want
the
a
problem.
tractor.
Here's the problem with that commercial. The women are these, like, they look like Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders riding horses towards this kind of fat guy mending a fence and petting a sheep. And I just go, that's not really how it's going to go. You
Okay.
You made up that slogan. It's
What?
their actual slogan.
No, that's their slogan. You haven't seen the
No.
commercials?
No,
You're an
I don't have
idiot.
cable.
It says
You don't have cable.
It says it right on the thing. City girls just don't get it.
City folks.
City folk just don't get it.
Okay.
Really, we don't understand relationships and sex.
Here's
Okay.
what the question is on the main page.
Yep.
Single in the country?
Yep, it's a big country.
No, they mean country, like rural, like country.
Single in the country all by myself.
Which we know in the past has led to some unsavory acts.
Yep.
This is them.
Unsavory act.
These are actual animal rights
unsavoryacts.com.
activists. Okay, are you on it?
I'm on testimonials.
Oh my gosh,
Sheep
page 1.
shearers just don't get it.
Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you? Oh,
These people were together 6 months and got married.
of course I did.
Yeah, you really like to farm? You really? Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to hold
Look,
on to you.
For anyone that's
looking.
listening,
Uh-huh.
if you want to know what to get Christopher Titus
And
for
to the people that have already
Valentine's Day,
turned off the podcast, apologies.
the farmersonly.com website, you can, on the very first page, you can buy T-shirts that say "City folks don't get it."
Wow.
This says city folks don't get any.
Oh.
City folks don't get any.
It's dirty.
Wow.
Oh, dirty,
that's weird.
dirty.
City folks don't get any.
Doesn't work.
No, it's just weird. Like, really? Is that what you think, dumb farmer guy? You think that we're just at them staying in their apartments and they're chasing cockroaches? They ain't got time to get any. But out in the field, we can go get some. Meet you at the haystack. Woo!
Wee wee.
City folks don't get it. I'm sorry. I'm in a mood. You're happy, and that's not a good thing for me. Hey, farmer, what do you miss about Christmas? Go ahead. You get a mic. He actually looked at me.
Hey, the
Can
other
I?
T-shirt says, "Don't be a turkey."
Wow, that's from Welcome Back, Kotter. Don't be a turkey. The city folk just don't get what turkey mean.
Anaheim. Look, Karen from Anaheim has a testimonial on there. Oh, look, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is skeezy. When you're a country-minded gal that lives in the city, it's hard to find that special someone. See, so you don't have to be a farmer. It's not a requirement.
You just have to be a slut.
We're going to get my friend Amber on this website.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
Not for you.
No.
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 What do you
It's
miss
not
about
happening.
Christmas?
The
Christmas
music.
is over. We're 3 weeks out. What do you miss?
The music.
Oh, me too. Good call. Good call.
Yeah.
What do you miss about the music?
Oh, my
is the-
God.
It's so cheery and happy.
Yeah.
It's been pounding in our heads.
And it
I
brings
like
back memories
Yep.
of all the
Yeah.
Christmases
You hear
gone
another
by.
song and you're like, oh,
Oh my gosh, it's that one.
I made out with my first girl to Wham. Like,
Oh, well, maybe not that.
Oh, last Christmas gave you my heart, and the very next day
you gave it away.
George Michael just don't get it.
No, he gets
He
it.
gets it. He gets it.
He gets it everywhere.
all the time.
In the bathroom.
Yep. Okay. So I'm like you. I like those kind. If I'm gonna hear Christmas songs, I don't want to hear parumpa-pum. I want to
No,
hear.
no. I want to hear.
I want to hear like
You don't want to hear what?
parumpa-pum.
Okay.
You know, Little Drummer Boy, Hark the Herald. I like to hear the rock and roll ones. You know.
I like
Okay.
rocking around
There's
the Christmas
like
tree.
one
No.
rock and roll,
Jingle
and you're
Bell
going to say
Rock.
the Springsteen song.
Well, spring, yeah, but there was what was the one for all the English, all the European rockers did years ago, and Bob Geldof did it.
Who?
Bob Geldof. It was a Christmas song, and
Bob
it was
Geldof?
about. And there won't be snow in Africa this Christmas time. The greatest gift they'll get this year is life. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great song.
Mm-mm.
I don't deny it.
I don't know it.
Don't they know it's Christmas time at all? It's a great song. I like a depressing Christmas song. I wanted a Christmas song that's not going to talk about presents or bringing the world to a higher place.
You like the Grinch.
No, I just wanted to let's talk about because we're all in the malls buying crap, and I'm like, let's be reminded that there's other people that A, aren't celebrating Christmas, don't understand it, whatever, or B, because Ethiopians just don't get it.
Are you saying that the only people that don't celebrate Christmas are people who don't get it?
Yes. If you don't get it, why would you celebrate it?
He's like 20-something. He's thinking you mean get it means sex.
No, that's not what I meant.
Yeah.
Oh, this is weird. This is
always
this
what he
podcast is-
means.
We are so off the rails at this point.
Always
It's
what he
frightening.
means.
You know why? Because he got the new bed, and he wants to get some bed stuff. He wants to stop doing hand stuff and do some bed stuff.
Have you been doing bed stuff since we last talked?
That's a private
That is
question.
really a weird.
That's a
private
pretty personal
That
question,
is pretty
right?
personal to be asking him about that. Interesting.
I was just wondering because this episode is brought to you by Harry's.com, and I thought if you were going to be doing bed stuff, you should probably be using Harry's razors.
Yeah, shave it up a little bit. Yeah. Squeaky, squeaky. You want to make sure that you clean it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clean.
I used my Harry's razor 2 days ago. I have to let you know, my face is the initial shave. Like when I used to use the Mach 3s and I would shave, it was a little scruffly. Like I had to do it twice. I don't have to do it with this Harry's razor. I like it. You know why they own their own factory? In Germany.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
What is wrong with you? What the? He and I are sitting here doing absolutely nothing, and you're giggling like, did you take something?
No,
Someone roofie your Starbucks? What just happened?
nothing. You just don't get it.
Titus just don't get it. That is true, though.
Yes, they do have their own factory. Sometimes I have learned in my life that if I'm silent, people will just talk to fill the silence, or they'll get really uncomfortable. But like when I used to interview people for my clubs and stuff, if you just shut up, because I used to talk like, what do you do? What do you like? Blah, 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 and I would dominate it. And then I realized if I just shut up, and I mean didn't talk for 10 minutes, people will fill your silence. They're not comfortable with being silent. They think it's awkward, or, obviously if someone just stared back at me, I'd probably call the police, but they want the job, so they're tap dancing. And so I would have people tell me the craziest stuff. I told you this before. Like, the girl, I'm thinking like, well, this girl looks pretty good.
Did you tell this on the podcast?
I don't know.
I don't think you did. Tell me, this is a great story. So she's interviewing, used to run clubs in Shreveport, Louisiana, booked a bunch of other clubs, and she would hire.
Well, I used to have 6 clubs.
That's what I said. You used to book 6 other clubs and you ran them. I guess what I'm saying. What is wrong with you?
You said I ran one club in Shreveport and then booked 6 others. But I was running. This was me actually opening one in Nevada.
Okay.
And I was staffing it. And,
well, okay. I went there. Let's call it what it is.
Well, that whole chain, but we're not going to say them by name.
That is true. That is true.
We're going to move on.
Let's just say we're glad you're a comedian now, as are you.
And never mind. Yes. For legal reasons. Yes.
Let's just say this. At those clubs, when they paid me, I sweated it till the check cleared.
Yeah.
Every time they paid me.
Mostly because of
hope this goes. It was like gambling. It was literally like roulette.
Mostly because of who owned and ran them.
Right.
They were...
You guys have all had that job where you worked for whoever, and at the end of the week you got paid, and you were just like, I hope this works. You'd go to the bank and,
Yes.
Yeah, it was like that every time I worked for him. That's why I stopped working for him. But go ahead.
Yes.
So you were hiring this girl.
That was it. I think I told it. And, it happened all the time. But that one girl in Reno was just a prime example where I thought she looked nice. She was well-dressed. She was, but I just did the old silent treatment.
So how'd the interview go? You start the interview and I'll be her. I'll answer.
But do you know what she said?
No. Oh, no, tell me what she said. I thought you said I already said it, so I was going to do my own bit.
She just sort of... It just disintegrates at one point where people can't stop talking. And at first it was that she needed a job and, and then all of a sudden she had 3 kids and then she hadn't seen her kids in a long time because their dad said that she was a crackhead, but she's not a crackhead. At least she's not anymore. And then I found out that she was sleeping in her car. She was parking on the roof of a parking garage because her parents had kicked her out possibly because she was doing crack. And she had actually been accused of stealing. Then she's like, well, my last job, I can't give you a rep because I was accused of stealing money from them, which I probably didn't, but they called me a crackhead. And it's just amazing. It's just awesome.
So it went like this. So it went basically.
Hi.
I'm a self-starter.
Yeah.
I like to find problems and fix them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't create problems.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like the job.
Mm-hmm.
My last job was a little bit shady. I was sleeping with I wasn't sleeping with the manager. We haven't. I won't be having sex with your management staff like I did in my last job. And I won't be doing drugs like I did on my last job. It's weird as you're doing it. If you get your mindset, you have to fill the space. Your brain starts going.
Do you see what I do though?
Yeah.
Do you see how I look at you the whole time and smile blandly and nod?
Yeah.
If you just keep nodding, it's encouraging to people to keep talking.
It's the Jedi mind trick, 100%. You just keep nodding and I'll keep talking. Wow, I love that. I'm using that from now on.
No, you're not. I think we all know.
No, I'm not. Yes,
You have to be silent for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
This is where Titus tries to be silent, but his fingers are slowly rolling together as though he has something between them. What he really wants to sing is, "You don't have to be lonely."
At farmersonly.com, city folk just don't get it. They better send us a check, man.
It's actually his, it's your safe word. What is it? Your trigger.
My safe word. So when you try to insert something in me, city folk just don't get it. Okay.
In the accent, too.
Yeah, you got to do the accent. That's all. Because you know that guy doesn't want that to happen. My favorite part of Christmas, Christmas was always so weird for me that when Christmas was over growing up, it was a bit of a relief. That's a sad sentence, isn't it?
Yep.
That's a sad. I mean, so here's Christmas. So
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
no, my dad. I talked about this. He would never want us to have trees. Why you want to take a goddamn tree in the house? We got the nails on the floor. Just clean up. It's a fucking mess. He would just go crazy. So we would started just a couple weeks before Christmas. Just he would just come home from work and there'd be a tree set up. We'd decorate it, and then it was like
I thought you'd get it.
I would go get it, set it up before he got home.
Ah, okay.
I mean, he'd come home from work and there'd be lights in the front window,
Oh.
and he'd walk in and literally, he'd never go. That looks great. God damn it! Told you guys no tree in this house. Well,
How old were you when you went and got your own tree?
When I almost started driving, 17.
Oh, okay.
17.
But prior to that, did you have a tree?
We did. We did when
If
he was
he had
married.
a wife.
If he had a wife, but most of the time we didn't.
She would go get it.
We would go over to my Aunt Kathy's house or something, and she always had Christmas. So Dad would just kind of glom on other people's Christmases. We would just, if kid needs a Christmas, let's go see Aunt Kathy, Uncle Eddie, whatever. So after Christmas, we all kind of like our tree is slowly we've killed it. It's basically it's torture at this point. At this point, our tree after Christmas is like a Japanese prisoner camp at the end of World War II. It is just slowly withering away until we can find time to get rid of it. Our tree's just standing in the living room right now.
Yes.
Dead. It is a fire
Because
hazard beyond.
all other Christmas things have been cleared and
Yes.
cleaned and packed
No,
away.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying everybody does this.
All by
So-
myself.
You cleaned up Christmas?
All by myself.
You anymore. Wow. Someone's goofy as shit today.
So I have one more to go.
Yeah.
One more tree
I'm
to
dreading
go.
it. I'm dreading it. Christmas is great up until the day
Criminal,
after.
criminal.
Let me tell you about Christmas. Christmas is the best holiday you ever have, but clean up Christmas is a bitch. So the tree's sitting there, and they're all hated. Christmas trees are the most loved things up until December 26th, and then you just like
Atheists just don't get it.
and you just walk out of the house going, "Gotta clean it." So my dad would do that. That was our Christmas Day. Time. Hey, now Christmas is over, can you get the goddamn tree out of the living room? That was my dad. So Christmas.
That's a GD a lot.
A lot. He did a lot. Yeah, he did.
Very
He wasn't
sad.
Wasn't a big fan. He wasn't a big fan. He was a sad man. I mean, he was a great man, but in a sense that jovial and fun most of the time, but deep down bitter.
Yes,
and
he
angry.
sounds like a barrel of laughs. Jovial and fun. You just described.
Half the people just don't get it.
What did you mean, by the way, earlier when I
Yeah.
said you were talking about sex and you said, that's not what I meant either?
You don't get any. You said she. Yeah. He doesn't even remember.
Oh no.
Do you see the blank?
No, I remember.
Okay.
That
it
was
was really blank for
That
a
was the
long
blank
time.
look of an 8-year-old boy in math class. That was weird.
Can I explain?
Yeah, mess you may.
Oh, yes, you may.
And now Fetus has been on the mic twice today and gotten permission from
I
Bombshell.
believe
I
the
apologize.
fetus is our future.
No, you said that people who don't celebrate Christmas
Don't
do
get it.
Do it just because they don't get it.
Yeah.
I feel like people don't celebrate Christmas because they're not Christian.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You know,
That's what I was
that
calling the
doesn't mean
joke.
they don't understand.
Like
Christmas.
Ethiopians don't. So that's what I was saying.
Yeah, but a lot of people celebrate Christmas that aren't, just because it's become like this commercial,
Celebrate?
wwhat
Yeah.
You heard it.
I heard what you
You
said. I know what you
I
meant.
Move along.
Also, I've never experienced this, but on all across my street is just dead Christmas trees just sitting out on the sidewalk everywhere, and it's
Right.
kind of sad and depressing. Like where I'm from, that doesn't really happen because I'm in the woods, and they go in the woods to decompose. But here, they're just in the middle of the street.
Yeah,
being
it's been like
sad and
Like a tsunami came through and just killed a bunch of people put bodies on the curb
Exactly.
for FEMA to pick up. We need a Christmas tree FEMA. That's what it is, like Santa FEMA that just comes and picks
And
up
I'm
the
just
bodies.
curious as to who or what do the garbage trucks come and get them at some point, or do they just sit there for now, or what happens to them?
What do? We actually I kind of break it up and put it upside down in our garbage can. We got to take it out. This
What?
year,
We?
This year, I'll
I'm
find.
sorry. What was that?
I've
What?
taken no. You'll clean it off. I'll take it outside.
Oh man.
I have got to find. What I usually do is, you guys ever do the dumpster kind of recon, where you actually start driving through town to find that one unlocked dumpster, and then you slap the tree in and run like you basically have stolen something from the Louvre.
I've never done that with a Christmas tree, but
No, I've done it with Christmas tree. Yeah.
But bodies,
But bodies.
girls' bodies,
Girls' bodies.
from Tinder
Girls' bodies.
and farmersonly.com.
I'm not going to
Oh,
comment
no.
on
Cycle killers just don't get it.
Serial
You
killers
didn't help
only.
decorate either. Actually, the same
I was
friend
gone.
Amber I mentioned
Oh.
helped me.
I was working, making
sounds
money
like
to pay the rent.
Sounds like something that come out of your
We
dad's
had a
mouth.
very structured plan when we decorated the house. We had a timeline.
And bottles of wine. You had a timeline and many bottles of alcohol, yes.
And
Kind of shocking that the house ended up decorated as good as it did.
it may or
because
may not have taken
a lot longer than you
a
expected.
few more weeks than we first anticipated. I think the first night you came home and we were hammered, and we didn't even take the decorations out. I think they were still in the garage. I don't even think that they made it into the house.
No,
That was
they
the
didn't.
first night.
No, I came home and you guys were in the kitchen giggling like idiots.
Right on schedule.
Yeah, right.
Right on schedule, because that was part of the timeline. Actually, we always
built in
allot
the-
for
You have one-
wine.
There's a contingency.
Yeah,
always.
yeah, you always put in any schedule. You put in
10% contingency.
10%.
Then the second time, I think you made a comment. It was sort of challenging, and we were already 2 hours into sitting in the kitchen drinking wine. You were at the Improv doing a set, and so I felt challenged by you, as you may have
As-
felt challenged by your father.
And I feel challenged
So
by
I was
you
like,
also.
we gotta go downstairs and get him out.
So I come home and the banister is wrapped in lights
But it wasn't. It was
halfway.
And the rest of it was like hanging off halfway down the
Yeah.
banister. But we plugged it in, so at least it was lit.
Yeah, exactly. So so it looked like something had been done.
That was our plan.
Right. But delving into to what you guys had actually done really would have shown how
Divided by the minutes.
and divided by bottles of wine. You guys, your efficiency was horribly down.
It depends on who you ask, I really think.
Right, that's true.
Sober people just don't get it.
No, I steer.
Steer. Well, actually, you steer. Total steer.
I didn't steal.
Steer.
All right. So what I miss most about Christmas is
Nothing.
You know, it's weird. I guess it's my life. During my life, Christmas has always been work. It has never been that joyous time of family. So I'm just getting sad. By the way, it's Christmas therapy for Titus right now. Maybe this year we can actually fix it so I don't feel like this next year. But it always feels like work to me. It always feels like, okay, gotta go. We gotta get presents. Gotta decorate the house. We gotta get a tree. I got crap to do. Okay, then I gotta go shopping for people. How much do I like these people? Because let's just be honest. It's like, it's how much you like them. That's how much money you're gonna put in. And then at the end, I open presents.
So true.
I open presents, and I'm not sure if I've reacted well enough. Like, and you think people are driving home from your house. He didn't like the present at all. Why? Because he didn't do 3 cartwheels. Last year he did 3 cartwheels. Today he just clapped like this. Yay! And so I never know if I'm reacting right, or I have a lot of Christmas anxiety, and I think I need to fix it. How do I fix it? Why are you looking at me like I have just kicked you somewhere?
How do you fix it?
Yeah.
Stop.
Oh, okay, thank you. Best therapist ever.
Grow up. That's me as a therapist. Hey, why don't you just grow up? How about that? $5,000.
An hour. Okay, that's fine. By the way, if that would work, that would be worth $5,000.
This year you were a little more jovial, I would say.
I got the work done early. Usually I panic and I get it done the last 4 days before Christmas, so I started buying presents early.
And you would disappear by yourself, and you would come back happy, and you would say, I got so much stuff, and then I did that, and then I did that. And you were happy, I think, more so than in the past. The first couple of Christmases that I knew you, I cried a lot in the room by myself. And I was like, I miss my mom, because you would be like, Christmas sucks. I got to be honest with you. I never told you this before, but I don't like it. I'd be like, what? It's my favorite time of year.
And then you made me dress up in underpants and we did a Christmas card.
That we didn't send out this year.
No, we can't send that one out again.
We didn't post
Have you
it
seen
either.
that picture? That picture never ended
You
up
haven't seen our...
That picture never ended up online, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Why?
Oh, because it's wrong.
Well, we sent it as a Christmas card. We're both...
It's a picture of myself. I'm doing the retard. Hello, everybody.
And his girlfriend.
Welcome to, and his girlfriend. She is really not smart.
And I'm in Spider-Man underpants, and he's in Superman underpants. So on the front of the card, it said it's Christmas season.
It will damage you. It's a Christmas.
It's time to remember. What did you put?
But I'm doing the retard face, and she's doing a goofy face, and we're wearing underpants. We're wearing underoos, basically.
Christmas sweaters, Christmas hats.
Yeah,
it was supposed to look like someone had dressed them for Christmas, or they were excited.
And the funny thing about sending out a joke Christmas card, people, is some people don't know if it's a joke.
but the front of the card cut us off waist up, and we were doing the inner retard face, and it's like, this year, remember love, remember giving, remember family, and then you open the card and it's the full length and it says remember your pants. And so we sent it to like his attorney, the agent,
we sent it to people, to proper people who may not understand the underpants and a Christmas card joke.
Some of those people we have never heard from again. If you think about it,
that is true. There are certain people we never got another call from.
Nope.
We never got another. You want to come over for the party?
No.
You want to come over for dinner? Nope. That never happened. You're right. There's like 7. We actually. So here, maybe this is a good thing. People, use your funky bad joke Christmas card to get some people out of your life. Come up with a horrible Christmas card that you just sit down before, because everybody has a Christmas list. Will you sit down and do your Christmas list? Instead of saying, who do we love in our life, say, who do we really hate and want to get out of our life? Then we got to take a goofy-ass Christmas card picture and send it to them, and then they'll never call you again. That's what worked for us.
I anticipate some flaws because there's always the potential. Floss?
FLOSS?
Flaws, like Jaws, but with an F.
Flaws.
Oh, I see.
Flowers.
Okay.
Flowers.
I send some flowers.
We had many flowers in that.
What if you send the card to the person you don't like and they really like it and want to hang out with you more?
That's true.
Then it's
that would be a flow.
horribly.
You're right. It's a flow.
Yeah.
It's a flow.
Well, you have to make it a little. You have to make it a bad. You have to make it almost way bad taste.
Or just sign, I hate you, don't talk to me, Merry Christmas.
Well, that's not in the spirit.
That's why you don't have a lot of dates right there.
I
mean, that and some other stuff.
We're brainstorming.
Oh, we are.
That and some other stuff. So, all right. Well, so anyways, guys, I'm not sure I miss Christmas, but I do have to say there is a little bit of sparkle gone. So maybe I did. Maybe I did come up a little bit this year in the Christmas, whatever the Christmas plasma that pounds through your system from about September through February.
Hey, I mean, yeah. We started that railing decoration in November, if you remember. But it's a good thing. Let's be honest.
It didn't really wrap up to about December 11th or 12th. Well, you're right. You're absolutely right. You didn't really get the final on it.
It may or may not have been around December 16th,
You worked on the Christmas decorations like the guys work on the freeway in Dallas, where it's just cones for like 3 years, and then finally
we're sweating.
Yeah, finally it's done. And yet
growing
nothing's
hair.
Getting done.
No, we had a good time though.
All right. So,
no one around us did.
So Christmas, I'm gonna say thank God Christmas is over for a year. Can't wait for the next one. I can wait about 11 and a half months.
I would like to now reveal this photo to Fetus. There you go.
And now, I know, dude. It's we got to post this on the website. He's got his hand over his mouth. He's never seen it. He's from the Northwest. He's never seen like that. But no matter how goofy she is, you could still look at her legs and be like, "Damn,
you're pale white."
If we're being honest, was 2 days after I did a fitness competition, so I still had that fake tan slowly washing off of my legs.
I'm not just pale white. I'm alabaster. Again, that's the only color is available at a napkin factory only, and on my legs.
It's super hot.
And now, from sea to shining sea, continent to continent, and sometimes space, it's Bombshell Rae bringing you the hot, up, down, sideways, bombshell news.
What up, bitches?
Wow, that was we've actually cheesed it up pretty much as far as we can go.
Bitchy people just don't get it. Actually, bitchy people do get it.
They do.
Bitchy people are my favorite people.
No, they're not.
They are. They definitely are. Are you kidding me? Think about people that I like.
Yes, true.
Okay, good. Thank you. Man vows on live TV to spend Powerball winnings on hookers and cocaine.
You know what? Thank you, Donald Trump.
Las Vegas, Fox 5, traveled to the town of Primm. It's right on the border of California and Nevada. Do you know that place?
I know it is. Yeah.
Because there were these long lines
Prim
of
is where
people.
Prim is that weird
By the
mini
Thule
Vegas.
Falls?
No, that weird mini Vegas on the way.
Oh,
Prim.
yeah, the one
Yeah.
where we always
There's a
say
roller
that
coaster that goes around.
people
it. Yeah.
just can't wait long enough, so
Yeah,
they
exactly.
just stop there.
Right.
Who would stop there? Why? If anyone is listening and has ever stopped in Prim, please write in on the website on
Yeah.
ChristopherTitus.com and tell us why.
And
That's
it's a
like
premature ejaculation
if you
problem.
do,
It
is.
really
And I was
is.
going to say, if you do, then that if all you have to get is that about your life,
Right, that you can't wait for something.
you just can't. You can't stick with something. I mean, Vegas. It's like how far?
I think a lot of people on the way to Vegas are really kind of looking deep into their lives to see what their problems are too. I think they really want some insight into how their behavior
The people
is.
in Prim. Not
Right,
a lot of
yeah,
people
yeah.
there.
Some people at Prim, they're
doing
like, you know
self-help.
what? Wow, I was on my way to Vegas, which is normal, but now I stopped in Prim and gambled my money away. I'm a loser. Yeah, right.
If I ever go into self-help seminars, which I think we all can agree I would be great at, I would go to Prim and just wait for them to get off the freeway.
Just have a sign.
Hi, I need to talk to you.
Just keep driving. If you get off here, you have a problem. And anybody gets off has to pull over on the side of the road. You could just do a seminar right there in the little dirt pad.
Of course, what does that say about my life that I'm in Prim? I'm in Prim too.
Oh, you're just trying to help. Like Gandhi, except with gambling alcoholics.
That's pretty much describes me in
Exactly.
a nutshell.
Mhm.
So anyway, this guy, the Fox 5, they go to Prim because there are long lines of people in Prim. There are people in Prim. Do people live there?
I
I thought that was a fake, made up, weird.
the
like,
internet
town.
says it happened. It happened.
Anyway, it was before Wednesday night's drawing, which still nobody won, right? So it's still going. So they're on live TV, and there's girl her name's Ophelia, and she's interviewing people with the microphone. And she picked one guy from the line, and she just goes, "Hey, so if you win this $500 million, how are you going to spend it?" And he said, "I'll blow it on a bunch of hookers and cocaine on live TV." She goes, "Okay, that's not good. We were hoping for a different answer. Okay, that's probably not the answer we were looking for."
Right. And help the children.
And then they instantly...
Hookers, cocaine, and help the children.
She says that as she's walking away from him. You got to watch the video, though, because she's shocked. And then it goes back instantly to the studio where they go, "Okay, well, that wasn't what we were looking for. All right."
See, now, I couldn't be a newscaster because I've done enough of those morning shows to where when I've said something even a little off color with one of the jokes that I've written that
Yeah.
it's clean but weird, they get so uptight so fast. If I was one of those people and someone did that, I would laugh hysterically, not just how funny it was, but at the situation we were in, and I'd get fired so fast from any news show, unless that was my gig, unless I was the obnoxious guy who was supposed to do that. But that they get tight makes it worse. If she would just go,
It makes it funnier for a later video, though.
that is true.
If you suffer from allergies, like it seems like everybody suffers from allergies now, but mine are getting worse and worse and worse.
Government's
and worse.
trying to kill us slowly. The sun is
Monsanto.
also Monsanto. You know, the contrails from the airplanes are pretty.
Do you know
chemicals
what?
in the airs.
When I was working out yesterday,
Population control. They don't talk about it because they decided to just do it. Go ahead.
and we were looking online because we were talking about Truvia, because I eat Truvia, you do too.
Also, Area 51. The aliens are there. Trivia, got it.
Trivia, right? Yeah, you with me? Yeah. But we just randomly were reading a story about it, and it was saying that all of it has the safety of all this crap. You never really know, and they were saying that Monsanto actually blocked the legalization, or the USDA, how they say things are safe for edible
Research.
consumption. They blocked for 20 years something, that sweetener being allowed, because they own NutraSweet. Is that crazy?
They blocked Truvia for 20 years.
It wasn't
because
Truvia, it was the stuff in it, but they blocked that as being passed by the FDA for 20 years because they own NutraSweet. How crazy is that?
What also amazes me is that with the world the way it is, you think as human beings our job would be to maybe raise everybody up and get to the next level so we could all live in a Gene Roddenberry type utopia that he imagined. But instead, we have these companies that motherfuck another company over a sweetener for your coffee, and they know that sweetener does damage. It's a psychoactive chemical, and it actually causes cancer possibly. And they're like, no, and this other one isn't. So instead of just spending the money and buying that one and making the money, they actually blocked it so they could actually put their poison out. I love America.
This
Oh, say
Christopher Titus. This message approved by no one.
By by the dawn's early light. Americans just don't get it.
I knew it was coming. He's rolled his eyes at you.
I know, he did.
He's getting cocky.
No, he does that all the time.
Rolls his eyes at you?
Mm-hmm. And then he does what I ask him to. You know, here's the new thing he does now. Whenever he doesn't agree with me, you're the boss. It's really sarcastic and evil.
Not like that at all.
We'll have a discussion about something. And I'll go, hey, I need this done. And he'll go, you're the boss, which is like saying fuck you. He just kind of says,
this is stupid. I don't want to do it.
I'm
but
doing
yeah.
it, but I'm fuck you, but I'll do it anyway. That's
yeah,
what
he said. You know, he says to me, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
That's how I know I've bothered him.
I have some good news for you, though. Let me ask, Fetus, what's your favorite show?
Oh, I love me some Luther.
His favorite show, just out of the blue, says it today. Have you seen? Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
I don't
it's also
believe you.
No, I didn't tell him. He just out of the blue goes, Luther's my favorite show, and then it's Bombshell's favorite show.
Did you see the two that they released in December? 2 new ones. You know that he filmed.
Did they?
You didn't know. I didn't know either. But then I found. Look, he's gonna cry. He's
oh,
trembling.
He's doing what our dog does at the iFetch.
home.
You were tap dancing like in front of the iFetch.
Yeah.
I thought it was just over. I didn't think
It
he doing
was,
anymore.
and then they said BBC announced we brought Idris Elba back where he belongs to his home, and they didn't mean my home; they meant theirs, BBC. And he recorded 2, and they premiered them, I think, on the same night. And I haven't seen them either because I was waiting to hear. And then I looked online a couple nights ago, and they're out. So I was going to watch them on the plane tomorrow. So excited, but they're still not saying if they're gonna do any more.
So do you like him better now that he likes his favorite show is your favorite show?
I don't know that. I mean, we shouldn't jump to conclusions or be hasty in judgment. Actually, this story that I'm about to do is about Neanderthals, and I'm sitting next to a Neanderthal, and so we probably should talk about our sponsor just to segue into that.
Hey.
Because we started and we stopped.
He's Cro-Magnon-ish.
I like my beard.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good for you.
You don't trim, you don't scape it, right? It just grows like that?
What I like you've done is you've left it like, remember when they discovered that Iceman frozen in the glacier? It's got the same style as that.
You're just angry because you can't grow it like me.
I am angry that I can't grow a beard at all. I can't.
You do. You grow a beard.
Yeah, but it only takes 9 weeks, and then it's.
That's because you always use Harry's, which you're oddly attached to. And I have to say, and I know that people think that we are just saying this because it's their advertising, but you have a little bit of a problem. And yesterday you were in the shower and he goes, hey, can you hand me my razor? And
my other razor, my old razor was in the shower. My Mach 3 was in the shower.
Yeah,
too.
I said the Mach 3 and you're like, not that one. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Harry's, though, you're out of blades. You had one, and it's probably like, the strip is kind of worn down. And I said, this one it's old. And you go,
still
it's
great.
not old.
So, guys, just so you know, total disclosure, Harry's advertised with us. They sponsored this podcast that we're doing right now. But that being said, I wouldn't take advertising from a company that sucked, and I have got to this weird point. The razor handle is designed like an old-timey one, except the blades
You have the
are
copper-plated one.
Yeah, except the blades are all brand new. And I took that, it's an older blade, took it in the shower, shaved, and I had a full-on, remember I had like 9-10 days of growth on. Gone.
Here's my question, and you do always go, feel it.
Yeah.
So they say...
I just like when you touch me because it's
you know
rare.
that they're Shut up. They're German engineered, but theirs are 5-blade cartridges.
Is that why?
So that's what I'm wondering because I read that in their talking points, and I think the other ones...
3.
That's what I thought. And I remember when 3 was a big deal, right? Couldn't 5 blades, you could just take your head off at any point? Like, isn't that...
I used to joke like that.
You did?
Yeah, we have razors now that who head swivels with 5 blades that can cut your head off.
Oh yeah. That was a good joke.
Can't we
You're funny.
Can't we come up for a What was that? What was the punchline though? Can't we come up for a cure?
Can't we the shaky restless leg syndrome.
Oh yeah, can't we stop with this? Yeah.
Anyway, so German engineered, you guys know this. Best part, cut out the middleman. They ship it to your door. If you don't like it, something else I did not know about Harry's, you can get a full refund because they know that you're going to like it. Anyway, they ship it to you. What's your favorite part, Feety?
Free shipping!
Because Fetus also uses it. Well, obviously not in the last 2 days. But anyway, don't pay $32.
But his taint smooth as a baby's butt.
His taint is a baby's butt, actually, if you think about it.
Okay, you took it one step further than I even accept that.
Anyway, you get Harry's starter set, which Feedy loves. It's $15. You get razor, moisturizing shave cream, 3 razor blades. It's $15 with promo code Titus at harrys.com. You get $5 off. Pretty crazy.
I need to sign up for I'm going to sign up for the monthly razor thing now.
I love that you're hooked. So my dad, who doesn't like much of anything really, military guy, like not really excited, I sent him.
He was around when America was America.
Right, exactly. He's the one that's armed in his church, and he's got 3 other point men.
Just in case,
Yeah.
it breaks off.
So he actually, we sent this to him. I bought it.
No, I'm not a racist man. I like all people. It says in the Bible. But if them ragheads walk in here,
pretty much, yeah.
Gets him. Yeah.
So, but he really likes Asian women. He got it, and I could tell he was like,
they know how to treat a man. Asian women.
My gosh.
Asian women, they bow, do what you want,
Oh my
and they go cook you a sandwich.
They cook the sandwich.
Well, they're Asian. They don't quite get how we do it.
They don't get it. Who?
Can't eat with these damn sticks. Give me a fork.
Who doesn't get it?
Them.
Wow. Look, we're both dying. This is your cue.
Asian girls just don't get it. Wow. It's weird. You guys did it. You did the iFetch dance.
And
you were both peaking and vibrating like, say it.
You Nimrod.
The catharsis.
It was.
Anyway, I could tell he was underwhelmed. I used the promo code. I bought it. I sent it to him. I sent it to my brother, Agent Pink Squashy, too. And my dad actually called me the next day because I said, just try it. I told him you loved it. And if he likes you so much, he tried it because of you, because he's very set in his ways. He actually called me to talk about how much he liked it and ask how he could get the razors.
Well, it's a pretty good razor.
That's about as excited as he was.
Gotta say that.
That's how my dad talks.
Gonna have to get a couple more of these. Who is this Harry?
That's my dad right there. Anyway, if you have allergies, harrys.com, promo code Titus, $5 off your first order. Zyrtec, which is what I have to use a lot, and nose spray and stuff like that. Well, they have now put out a study in the American Journal of Human Genetics. They did 2 studies, and they realized that people with allergies, you could probably trace it back to the fact that our ancestors were knocking boots with Neanderthals, actually.
So we're kind of inbreedy-ish? Is that what you're saying? That's why we have allergies?
They said that Neanderthals and a now extinct hominid, which were Denisovans.
Right.
What do you know about this?
He's nodding like he's
like
smart.
Dinosaurs and the prehistoric stuff, even though we're way after dinosaurs. But
Right. Speak louder if you're going to speak, unless you're on the mic.
They were living in Europe and Asia for hundreds of thousands of years before humans arrived and were likely well adapted to the local pathogens, right? Then humans showed up and started interbreeding, also known as
why?
Inbreeding.
Because when you start going to the human, they want to talk, blah, blah, blah. Where are we going with this relationship? You get to one of them hominids, and they're like, yeah, let's do it, man. Hominids just don't get it.
You don't have to be lonely
at neanderthal.com.
Anyway, immunity is the body's first response to pathogens and other foreign substances. And so what they're finding is that 3 genes that have to do with this innate immunity in modern humans show more similarities to Neanderthal and Denisovan genomes than the rest.
Nice job with this
Thank
pronouncing
you.
words. Good
Well,
job.
as an English major, it's pretty hard to talk sometimes when I read.
Wow, where did the dumb voice come from? That was pretty cool. So they're saying that we need to find a lesser species, so we need to knock it with some monkeys. What are they saying?
Well,
Honestly, to clear your allergies up, you would actually literally
I'm
go
going to have
to
to take one for the team.
His butt is bright red. Just go.
Honestly, there's nothing I wouldn't do just about. It is miserable. What do I got to hump? Just point me towards it.
Coco? Rachel's here.
I need a banana and some Free time.
You're courting.
I was going to say that. I like to court them first.
We have fun, throw some feces together, and then we
Yeah,
get at it. Then
right?
We get at it.
That's a party, baby. I have a friend who has dates like that.
I know her. She would also date Hitler.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
This whole podcast is sort of dedicated to her, it sounds like. Moscow cops are not happy about the new no pants subway ride.
That sounds like something I want to do. Hey, dude, did you ride the no pants subway ride? Wait, is that Six Flags? Yeah. Oh, dude, it started in Russia. Killed
There-
it.
Superman undies.
Yeah, there you go.
And my Spider-Man ones.
What do you mean a no pants subway ride?
Moscow police are actually looking into this thing now for possible charges to be brought. It was freezing temperatures in Moscow. Several dozen people joined the global annual event on Sunday by global annual. So I wonder if they did this in New York by riding Moscow's ornate subway with no trousers or skirts on. You can go and see pictures of it, but everyone
Is it underpants or no underpants?
no. Well, I'm sure you know that there were a couple people with nothing on.
Swinging the dinging?
Yeah. What? But anyway, yeah, no, so they're looking into this for charges. They got pictures of everyone. They're not happy about it. But you
Wow.
can go and look.
Really? So is crime, I guess, is kind of cleaned up in Russia so much that they are now tracking down people who rode the subway with no pants on? They've really turned that country around.
Yeah,
There's no corruption in Russia anymore. We're actually taking people down that have taken their pants
for being
off.
pantsless.
Wow.
Indeed. I like this guy. I like a person that makes a plan and follows through with it. I really
As
like.
do I.
Right? So this guy, he wanted to open a bank account. Of course, he's in Florida because
Smells like Florida.
it does. He walked into Bank of America because he's starting his life, right? He's starting his future. He's ready to invest and create a savings
Where was
account.
he from? Why was he restarting his life over?
He's not. He's like, he's 36 years old. He lives in Florida.
Time to start your life.
It's time to
start,
to
yes.
move out
Right.
of prison and go and
Right.
open a bank account and
Close the meth lab and open a bank account.
yeah,
I
right?
think that's on their license plates.
So the teller told him you can't just open a bank account. You have to have $25 minimum to open a bank account. So he robbed her. I like this guy. Go getter. Talk about go getter self starter.
Nothing that you put in his way got in his way. Every obstacle you put in front of this man, he went right through it. I need $25. Okay, then. Put the money in the bag. And then let me sign the form. Here's
He
my
showed
ID.
his ID to open the account.
No.
Yeah,
this
so-
is so...
So he left, and then he came back around 2:47 to make a withdrawal. That's what I like about him. No BS.
Did they arrested
Yeah,
him
he
then?
was
So how much money he didn't steal any, obviously?
$25 probably. That's what he needed. Hey, he's not cocky. He's not trying to get,
I just love-
$75.
Like, what level of chemicals have you put into your body over the years that your thought process changes to the point where you go, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I need money. I'm opening a bank account. Sir, you have to have money.
Wait, in that order, though.
Yeah, exactly. I need money, so I'm going to open a bank
Okay,
account.
all right.
Okay. So I go to the bank. I open the bank account, and then I'll come back in a couple hours and take the money out of my bank account. Sir, you have to have at least $25 to open a bank account. All right. I'm going to rob the bank.
He changed it. See? On the fly. He changes his plan.
Phillips, we could use you here at Xerox. Come on in. Sit down. You are an idea man, and nothing stops you.
I like that you said Xerox.
I know. I was going through one of those old corporations.
Keep it old school, boo.
You know why? Because Xerox, I was thinking of Xerox the other day. Like Xerox, because Apple had stock dropped a little bit. And people didn't think anybody would freak out about that.
I'm freaking.
And I thought there was a point in Xerox was like one of the best companies in the world. And now they're
Are
like,
you telling me that my stock is
I'm just saying nothing lasts forever.
my head runner?
And nothing
My
lasts-
pony?
Nothing lasts forever. And
Time to jump ship?
I didn't say anything. It's Apple, man. If you're in the cult, you never let go. You die like everybody else.
Man who ordered a Kindle gets a tumor sample delivered instead.
It was actually Kendall's tumor sample, Kendall. It's Kendall's tumor sample. No, fucker, I ordered a Kindle, not a Kendall.
Yeah, he actually did.
But Kendall is really happy. He doesn't know he's dying.
He got a Kindle
Yeah. Kendall got a Kindle, but Kendall does not know he's
for
dying.
nothing.
Yeah, exactly. What is this? It's a present. Who got me this?
And my doctor said if I got tumor sample back today that
was
I
bad
was
news.
dying, and
Instead, he said, I got a Kindle.
Oh, what a good day. Good day.
I'm cured and I can watch porn online.
I think we've covered this.
Kindles don't do that though. It's just book, right? Kindle's just a book. You just can read books.
What do you mean?
The Kindle is not like a
Yeah,
an
the
iPad.
later ones. The original ones, the old ones are just like books, but the newer ones, the Fire and all that, they're full color screens. You can go online.
I don't even care. I have a tumor.
See,
I have a Kindle.
But if you just got the black and white one, you'd be like, oh.
Oh, I wish I had a tumor. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to Titus Podcast.
If you want to see us this weekend, on Thursday the 14th, Grand Rapids Wealthy Theater is sold out.
Yeah, I was gonna say sold
Friday, you can still get to us. Milwaukee, it's going to be so freaking cold everywhere. It's snowing. Milwaukee on Friday the 15th
I'd like to play a
at
little.
Vogel Hall.
I'd like to play a little tape though of when I said, "Oh, where are we going there?" And, no, it's El Nino year. It's not. It's gonna be warm up there. 2 weeks ago, I say, Ray, what's the what are they gonna be like? Oh, it's warm. People saying it's crazy warm up there.
It was.
And now it's minus 35.
It was. We both checked the
Yay.
weather, remember? And that wasn't a week ago. It was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Here's how weather reports go for our tours. We always do this. And I learned keep checking it. And you said this time, keep checking it. And it has actually changed day to day.
Yeah.
So now it's like, we're in the worst snowstorm of our lives. So anyway, Friday, if we make it, Friday the 15th, Vogel Hall at the Marcus Center for Performing Arts. There's still some balcony seats left. And on Saturday, Minneapolis Pantages Theater, there are upper balcony seats left.
Yeah, the top.
No
balcony.
seat is bad seats, are bad seats.
Not when Titus comes to town, bringing
That's
the
right.
comedy.
That's right.
People in the balcony just don't get it.
No, they won't
They
get
do.
it.
They get it.
They'll totally get
They'll
it.
totally get it.
And we'll hang out after and say hi to every single person that wants to say hi. And you'll probably be asked to yell
do,
that
guys.
out a couple times.
Every show, we do a meet and greet. Most of the time, anyway. You know, sometimes we have to get a plane. We had catching a plane, but we
That was
always
the
do.
worst plug. You're
No, we
way
always do.
too honest for advertising.
I know, right? That's why you know when we advertise something that I'm in it.
We're actually in February. The one main time that I can think that we ever did not do the meet and greet after, and we felt so guilty. Like, you were just so sad. It was Valentine's Day last year in Lincoln, Nebraska at the Rococo Theater. It was sold out. It was Valentine's Day. My mom had been diagnosed with cancer. I was living in a hotel being with her, and I actually got to fly to that gig to perform, and then I had to fly right back to the hospital, and it was Valentine's Day. And for the first time ever, you said, we're not going to do it tonight, and we went back and spent time together. I only bring that up not to just make those people feel guilty for talking shit, but because we're going to be at the Rococo Theater again on February the 12th. Friday, Valentine's weekend again. We will be out afterwards.
And just so you know, we always do a meet and greet unless a family member has stage 4 anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
So quit your shit talking.
Yeah. So
We're also going to be in Wichita at the Crown Uptown on the 11th, February 11th, the day before that one. Again, we love that one. That one sold out last time.
And Tommy T's in Pleasanton. Probably the last time I'm playing Tommy T's in Pleasanton, 22nd and 23rd. You don't think so? Yeah.
I don't know.
I've actually stopped playing. This is the last place I will play that has steakhouse in the title.
You've been working for Tommy for 20-something years?
16. Oh, no.
30-something years.
Well, Tommy I've been working for 31 years.
There you go. And
I
he
was a
always
child.
says that
I
you
was a-
told him when you were a child, you
I
were
was a child.
17, that you were going to have your own TV show.
Yeah. I didn't tell him. And then I'm going to fuck it up. I didn't tell him that.
And then I'll be working at your steakhouse again.
Yeah, I'm a prophet.
I dream big and then I'm realistic.
Yeah, I dream big. And
I got that from my dad
I'm self-aware.
at Christmas.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening to this podcast. For myself, Bombshell Rae, and the fetus. Later.
Peace out.
See ya.
That was a good one.
You know, there's other people who just don't get it.
Fetus just don't get it.